Have you ever considered whether the future of our world might already be predetermined? Edgar Cayce, whose name is synonymous with prophecy and mysticism, left behind a trove of predictions that have puzzled and fascinated scholars for years. Is it the striking accuracy with which he foresaw future events, or the boldness of his assertions? Cayce's prophecies are not mere speculation. They offer a perspective through which we can analyze the present and anticipate the future. Edgar Cayce made stunning predictions about the world's future, including jaw-dropping prophecies for the year 2024. Edgar Cayce was not just any ordinary seer. Born in 1877, he was a humble man from Kentucky who possessed an extraordinary gift. Unlike other children who spent their days playing, young Edgar was fascinated by the Bible and the mysteries it held. His intense study and deep meditation from a young age set the stage for his later abilities. Over his lifetime, Cayce provided thousands of psychic readings, touching on everything from health. Cayce's method was unique. He would enter a self-induced trance, often lying down, and from this state he would deliver his readings. These sessions revealed profound insights into the past, present, and future, covering a vast array of topics. His followers, and even skeptics, were astonished by the accuracy of many of his predictions. But it's his foresight into the events of our current era that has many people talking today. As we journey through the astonishing life of Edgar Cayce, we'll examine the predictions that have already come to pass, those that sparked controversy, and most importantly, what he envisioned for 2024. From geopolitical upheavals to natural disasters, Cayce's predictions cover a wide range of potential future scenarios. Are we truly prepared for the changes he foresaw? Imagine a world where a single man's visions shape the understanding of our past, present, and future. Cayce's readings have been a source of fascination and debate, influencing countless individuals and inspiring books, documentaries, and discussions. In this video, we aim to present a balanced view, acknowledging both the support and criticism his work has garnered. And spirituality to ancient civilizations and future technologies. As we dive deeper, we'll also address the controversies surrounding some of his more far-fetched predictions and the reasons why some believe while others remain skeptical. But one thing is certain: Edgar Cayce's impact on the world of prophecy is undeniable. Edgar Cayce's early life. Edgar Cayce, the man who would later be known as the Sleeping Prophet, was born on March 18, 1877, in a small farmhouse near Hopkinsville, Kentucky. From a very young age, Edgar exhibited signs of his unique abilities. Unlike other children who spent their days playing, young Edgar was deeply engrossed in studying the Bible and seeking answers within its ancient texts. His intense curiosity and devotion to understanding the mysteries of life set the foundation for his future as a prophet. The year is 2024, and the air is thick with anticipation as the world waits for the outcome of the U.S. presidential election. Amidst this political drama, we turn our gaze back to Edgar Cayce, a man whose life was dedicated to unlocking the mysteries of the future. Known for his trance-like states during which he provided insights into health, history, and prophecy, Cayce's predictions have left a lasting impact on those who study the metaphysical and the unknown. One of Cayce's most intriguing predictions speaks of a powerful figure who would rise to prominence in the United States, bringing about significant changes. Some interpret this figure to be Donald Trump, a man whose presidency has already defied many expectations. But what exactly did Cayce say, and how closely do his words align with the current political landscape? By the early 1900s, Edgar Cayce had become a household name, and his readings were in high demand. He moved to Virginia Beach, where he established the Association for Research and Enlightenment, ARE, an organization dedicated to the study and dissemination of his work. Through this institution, Edgar continued to provide readings and expanded his reach, helping countless individuals with his insights. Edgar Cayce's early life was marked by a series of extraordinary events that revealed his unique abilities and set the stage for his future as one of the most renowned prophets in history. His childhood encounters, the development of his prophetic skills, and the impact of his early predictions laid the foundation for a legacy that continues to captivate and inspire to this day. Edgar Cayce's reputation as a prophet. was cemented by the numerous predictions he made that came true with remarkable accuracy. These fulfilled prophecies span a wide range of topics, from health and wellness to significant geopolitical events. One of the earliest demonstrations of Cayce's abilities was his remarkable medical insights. In 1902, a young girl with a severe head injury was brought to him. Doctors had given up hope, believing her condition to be untreatable. However, during a trance reading, Cayce diagnosed the real issue as a spinal misalignment, not a brain injury. He suggested specific spinal adjustments, which the doctors reluctantly followed. To everyone's astonishment, the girl's condition improved dramatically within months. This incident highlighted Cayce's ability to diagnose and suggest treatments for medical conditions, often with uncanny accuracy. Cayce's medical readings covered a wide array of ailments. He would often prescribe holistic remedies, including dietary changes, herbal treatments, and physical therapies. Many of his suggestions were ahead of their time and have since been validated by modern medicine. For instance, Cayce advocated for a diet rich in fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and minimal processed foods, recommendations that align closely with current nutritional guidelines. One of Cayce's most famous predictions was the 1929 stock market crash. Years before the crash, Cayce warned his clients to sell their stocks, predicting a significant economic downturn. Those who heeded his advice managed to avoid substantial financial losses when the market collapsed. This prediction not only saved many people from financial ruin, but also solidified Cayce's reputation as a prophet with insights into future economic events. Cayce's predictions were not limited to political and economic events. He also foresaw significant technological and scientific advancements. In the early 20th century, he predicted the development of technologies that were far beyond the capabilities of his time. For example, he spoke of devices that would allow people to communicate instantly across great distances, essentially predicting the advent of the internet and modern telecommunications. Cayce also predicted advances in medical technology, including the use of sound and light for healing purposes. He described treatments involving sound waves and light therapy long before these concepts became part of mainstream medical practice. Today, therapies such as ultrasound and laser treatments are common, validating Cayce's visions of future medical advancements. One of the more intriguing aspects of Cayce's prophecies involved his visions of ancient civilizations. He spoke extensively about the lost continent of Atlantis, describing it as a highly advanced civilization that existed thousands of years ago. According to Cayce, Atlantis was located in what is now the Atlantic Ocean, and its remnants could be found under the sea near Bimini in the Bahamas. In 1938, Cayce predicted that evidence of Atlantis would be discovered in the Bimini area. In 1968, a series of underwater stone structures, now known as the Bimini Road, were discovered near the coast of Bimini. These structures have sparked debate among researchers, with some believing they are the remnants of an ancient civilization, while others argue they are natural formations. Regardless, the discovery aligns with Cayce's prediction and has fueled interest in his other prophecies about ancient civilizations. Cayce also provided detailed descriptions of the Essenes, a Jewish sect that lived during the time of Jesus. At the time of his readings, little was known about the Essenes. However, in 1947, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered, providing substantial evidence about the Essenes and their way of life. Cayce's accurate descriptions of this sect, made years before the discovery of the scrolls, further bolstered his credibility as a prophet. The accuracy of many of Edgar Cayce's predictions has left an indelible mark on the world of prophecy and mysticism. His ability to foresee medical advancements, geopolitical events, and technological innovations continues to fascinate and inspire people around the world. The Association for Research and Enlightenment, which Cayce founded, remains active today, dedicated to preserving and studying his readings. Cayce's fulfilled prophecies serve as a testament to his unique abilities and have earned him a place in history as one of the most renowned prophets of the 20th century. His work has inspired countless individuals to explore the mysteries of the human mind, the potential for psychic abilities, and the possibilities of future predictions. As we move forward, we will examine some of the more controversial predictions that Edgar Cayce made, including those that have not yet come to pass. These predictions continue to spark debate and intrigue, raising questions about the nature of prophecy and the limits of human potential. Controversial predictions. While many of Edgar Cayce's predictions have amazed and intrigued people with their accuracy, some of his prophecies have sparked controversy and skepticism. These predictions, which have not yet come to pass or have been proven false, continue to fuel debates about Cayce's legitimacy as a prophet. One of the most debated predictions made by Cayce was his claim that Jesus Christ would return to Earth by the year 2000. This prophecy generated significant interest and expectation among his followers and others who believed in his abilities. However, as the year 2000 came and went without any sign of the second coming, this prediction was widely regarded as a failure. Critics often cite this prophecy as evidence against Cayce's legitimacy, arguing that such a significant and specific prediction should not have been missed if he were truly a prophet. Cayce's predictions about the lost continent of Atlantis and its advanced technology have also been met with skepticism. He described Atlantis as a technologically superior civilization powered by a giant crystal energy source. According to Cayce, this crystal was capable of harnessing the power of the sun and other natural energies. While some believe that his descriptions align with the myths and legends of ancient civilizations, there has been no concrete archaeological evidence to support the existence of such a crystal or the advanced technologies he described. Additionally, Cayce predicted that remnants of Atlantis would rise again from the sea and that the world would witness the rediscovery of its hidden technologies. Despite numerous explorations and underwater discoveries, no conclusive evidence has been found to validate Cayce's detailed accounts of Atlantis. These predictions remain a topic of fascination and debate among both believers and skeptics. Cayce made several dramatic predictions about changes to the Earth's geography, many of which have not yet occurred. He predicted that the Earth's axis would shift, resulting in significant climatic and geological changes. According to Cayce, this shift would cause major disruptions, including the sinking of parts of Japan, the west coast of the United States breaking off, and the creation of new landmasses. He also predicted that parts of northern Europe would disappear into the sea. While some minor geological changes and natural disasters have occurred, the catastrophic events Cayce described have not taken place. Critics argue that these grandiose predictions were exaggerated and reflect the limitations of his prophetic abilities. Despite the lack of evidence for these Earth changes, some of his followers continue to believe that these events are yet to happen and may occur in the future. In another controversial prediction, Cayce claimed that the United States would discover a death ray in 1958, a weapon similar to what supposedly destroyed Atlantis. This death ray was described as a powerful energy weapon capable of causing massive destruction. Despite significant advancements in military technology and weaponry, there has been no evidence of such a weapon being discovered or developed in the timeline Cayce specified. This prediction is often cited by skeptics as an example of Cayce's more fantastical and unsubstantiated claims. Cayce also predicted several catastrophic events that failed to materialize. He foresaw massive earthquakes destroying Los Angeles and San Francisco in the latter half of the 20th century. Although both cities are located on major fault lines and have experienced significant seismic activity, the devastating earthquakes Cayce described did not occur within the predicted time frame. These failed predictions have led to further scrutiny and criticism of his prophetic abilities. Cayce's prophecies extended beyond Earth, as he claimed that life existed on other planets in our solar system, including Venus and Mars. He suggested that these extraterrestrial beings were spiritually advanced and had a significant influence on humanity's spiritual development. Despite extensive exploration and research by scientists and astronomers, there has been no evidence to support the existence of life on these planets. This prediction is often dismissed as speculative and lacking scientific basis. One of Cayce's more alarming predictions was the outbreak of World War I. He claimed that this global conflict would arise from tensions in the Middle East, particularly involving the Persian Gulf. While the region has experienced significant conflict and political instability, a third world war has not occurred. This prophecy remains a source of anxiety and debate, with some interpreting ongoing geopolitical tensions as a potential precursor to to such a conflict. However, the lack of a concrete timeline or specific details makes this prediction difficult to assess. Edgar Cayce's controversial predictions have elicited mixed reactions from the public, scholars, and even his followers. Some argue that his failed prophecies undermine his credibility as a prophet, while others believe that these predictions may still come to pass in the future. Supporters often emphasize the complexity of prophecy, suggesting that timelines and interpretations can be fluid and influenced by free will and changing circumstances. Despite the controversies, Cayce's work continues to inspire a dedicated following. The Association for Research and Enlightenment, ARE, remains active, promoting Cayce's teachings and exploring the potential of his predictions. Many of his followers believe that understanding and interpreting Cayce's prophecies require a deep spiritual awareness, and that his predictions should be viewed within a broader, more mystical context. The debate over Edgar Cayce's controversial predictions highlights the broader challenges of assessing prophetic claims. While some of his predictions have been remarkably accurate, others have failed to materialize or lack sufficient evidence. This dichotomy reflects the inherent uncertainty and complexity of prophecy, as well as the difficulty of separating genuine insights from imaginative speculation. Cayce's legacy as the sleeping prophet remains influential, and his work continues to be a subject of fascination and study. Whether viewed as a true seer or a figure of historical curiosity, Edgar Cayce's predictions have left an indelible mark on the field of mysticism and prophecy. His controversial predictions serve as a reminder of the enigmatic nature of foresight and the ongoing quest to understand the mysteries of the human mind and its potential. As we move forward in this video, we will explore Edgar Cayce's dramatic predictions for the future, particularly for the year 2024. These prophecies are among his most anticipated and debated, raising questions about what lies ahead for humanity and the planet. Are we on the verge of witnessing another round of astonishing events predicted by the sleeping prophet? Stay tuned to find out. Cayce predictions for 2024. Edgar Cayce's predictions for the future, particularly for the year 2024, are among his most intriguing and debated prophecies. These predictions encompass a wide range of topics, including geopolitical shifts, natural disasters, and technological advancements. Cayce predicted significant geopolitical changes for the year 2024. One of his most notable predictions was the rise of China as a dominant global power. According to Cayce, China would become the world's leading economic force, surpassing other major economies. He believed that this shift would have far-reaching consequences for global politics and economics. Today, we can see that China has already made substantial strides in becoming a major economic player, and Cayce's prediction seems to be aligning with current trends. Cayce also foresaw dramatic changes in the political landscape of the United States. He predicted that internal conflicts and social unrest would challenge the country's stability. These issues, he believed, would stem from deep-seated racial and economic inequalities. While the United States has faced significant social and political challenges in recent years, it remains to be seen whether these conflicts will escalate to the level Cayce predicted. But Cayce's prophecies are not just about foretelling events. They also carry a deeper, more spiritual message. He often spoke of the need for a higher consciousness and a greater understanding of our interconnectedness. In the context of America's presidency, this can be interpreted as a call for reflection and awareness of the broader implications of leadership and governance. The challenges and changes brought about during this time may serve as a catalyst for collective growth and awakening, especially for us believers. To fully grasp the significance of Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024, we need to compare them to biblical prophecies. This comparison can offer deeper insights into the potential implications of these visions and help us understand how they align with ancient texts that have fascinated humanity for millennia. The Bible is rich with prophecies that have been interpreted in various ways over the centuries. Many of these prophecies focus on themes of leadership, upheaval, and divine intervention. When we examine these in the context of Cayce's predictions, we find some intriguing parallels and thought-provoking contrasts. One of the most discussed biblical prophecies is found in the book of Daniel. Daniel 2:21 states, "He changes times and seasons. He deposes kings and raises up others. He gives wisdom to the wise and knowledge to the discerning. This passage speaks to the idea that leadership and power are divinely ordained. Cayce's prediction of a significant leader rising during a time of upheaval resonates with this concept. Another pertinent prophecy is found in the book of Revelation. Revelation 13:5-7 describes a powerful leader who wields great influence and faces significant opposition. The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies, and to exercise its authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God, and to slander his name and his dwelling place, and those who live in heaven. It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them. While the figure described in Revelation is often interpreted in an eschatological context, the imagery of a polarizing leader who speaks boldly and faces fierce resistance has parallels to the current situation. The stark division and intense reactions to the running election echo the biblical portrayal of a contentious figure. Furthermore, the prophecy of the man of sin in 2 Thessalonians 2:3-4 is often cited in discussions of modern leaders. It reads, "Don't let anyone deceive you in any way, for that day will not come until the rebellion occurs and the man of sin is revealed, the man doomed to destruction. He will oppose and will exalt himself over everything that is called God or is worshipped, so that he sets himself up in God's temple, proclaiming himself to be God." While this passage is typically associated with the Antichrist in Christian eschatology, the characteristics of opposition, self-exaltation, and rebellion can be seen in various controversial leaders throughout history. Another aspect of biblical prophecy that resonates with Cayce's visions is the role of a leader in bringing about significant societal change. Isaiah 45:1-3 speaks of Cyrus, a historical figure used by God to fulfill divine purposes. "This is what the Lord says to his anointed, to Cyrus, whose right hand I take hold of, to subdue nations before him, and to strip kings of their armor, to open doors before him so that gates will not be shut. I will go before you and will level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through bars of iron. I will give you hidden treasures, riches stored in secret places, so that you may know that I am the Lord, the God of Israel, who summons you by name." Moreover, the notion of a chosen one, or an anointed leader, is a common theme in both biblical and Cayce's prophecies. The parallels between the biblical figure of King David and modern leaders like Trump are often drawn by those who believe in the divine selection of leaders. David, despite his imperfections, was chosen by God to lead Israel and accomplish significant feats. One other of the more alarming aspects of Cayce's predictions for 2024 involves natural disasters and climate change. Cayce predicted that the Earth's axis would shift, leading to catastrophic environmental changes. He foresaw massive earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and significant changes in sea levels. According to Cayce, these events would reshape the world's geography, submerging some areas while raising others. For example, Cayce predicted that the west coast of the United States would experience significant seismic activity, leading to the sinking of parts of California into the ocean. He also foresaw major volcanic eruptions in Italy and the Caribbean, which would trigger further geological changes. While these predictions have not yet come to pass, they continue to generate concern and speculation about the potential for future natural disasters. The prophecy of the end times in Matthew 24:6-8 also provides an interesting lens through which to view Cayce's predictions. This passage reads, "You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginning of birth pains." The themes of conflict, upheaval, and significant change align with the periods of turmoil that both Cayce and biblical prophets foresaw. Cayce also predicted significant changes in the climate, including shifts in temperature and weather patterns. He believed that these changes would have profound effects on agriculture and the availability of natural resources. As we face increasing evidence of climate change and its impacts, Cayce's predictions about environmental upheaval seem increasingly relevant. In addition to predicting natural and geopolitical changes, Cayce also foresaw significant technological advancements by 2024. He predicted that humanity would develop new forms of energy that would revolutionize the way we live and work. These new energy sources, according to Cayce, would be clean, renewable, and capable of powering advanced technologies. Cayce also predicted advancements in medical technology that would lead to significant improvements in health and longevity. He believed that new treatments and therapies would emerge, allowing people to live longer, healthier lives. While some of these advancements have already begun to materialize, such as developments in renewable energy and medical research, the full extent of Cayce's predictions remains to be seen. Cayce's predictions for 2024 were not limited to physical and technological changes. He also foresaw significant social and spiritual transformations. He believed that humanity would undergo a period of spiritual awakening, leading to a greater understanding of our purpose and connection to the universe. This awakening, according to Cayce, would be accompanied by a shift in societal values, with a greater emphasis on compassion, cooperation, and sustainability. Cayce predicted that this spiritual awakening would lead to significant changes in how we govern ourselves and interact with one another. He foresaw the emergence of new political and social structures that would prioritize the well-being of all people and the planet. While such changes may seem idealistic, they reflect a growing awareness and movement towards sustainability and social justice in today's world. The potential implications of Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024 are vast and varied. If his predictions about geopolitical shifts, natural disasters, and technological advancements come to pass, the world as we know it could be profoundly transformed. These changes would pose significant challenges, but also present opportunities for growth and innovation. The environmental changes Cayce predicted could have devastating impacts on communities and ecosystems. However, they could also drive advancements in technology and policy, as humanity seeks to mitigate and adapt to these changes. The development of new energy sources and medical technologies could improve our quality of life and reduce our environmental footprint. The social and spiritual transformations Cayce foresaw could lead to a more compassionate and sustainable world. However, achieving such a shift would require significant changes in how we think, act, and govern ourselves. It would also require a collective effort to address the root causes of inequality and injustice. As we consider Edgar Cayce's predictions for 2024, it is important to approach them with a critical and open mind. While some of his prophecies have proven accurate, others have not come to pass. The future is inherently uncertain, and the outcomes Cayce envisioned may be influenced by countless factors and free will. Nevertheless, Cayce's predictions serve as a reminder of the potential for change and the importance of being prepared for whatever the future may hold. By fostering resilience, innovation, and compassion, we can navigate the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. Whether or not Cayce's specific predictions come true, his emphasis on holistic well-being, spiritual growth, and the interconnectedness of all life continues to resonate. As we move forward, it is crucial to stay informed and engaged, seeking out knowledge and understanding to guide our actions. By doing so, we can contribute to a more just, sustainable, and harmonious world, regardless of what the future holds. Support and criticism. As we delve deeper into Edgar Cayce's predictions, it's essential to recognize both his successes and his failures. While many of his predictions were remarkably accurate, some did not come to pass. For instance, Cayce predicted the return of Jesus by the year 2000, a prophecy that has yet to be fulfilled. Despite these discrepancies, Cayce's legacy as a prophet and healer remains influential and inspiring. Edgar Cayce's predictions have inspired a devoted following and sparked considerable debate over the years. Supporters view him as a genuine prophet with remarkable insights into the future, while critics argue that his predictions are vague, inconsistent, and often incorrect. Supporters of Edgar Cayce often highlight the accuracy of his fulfilled predictions as evidence of his prophetic abilities. They point to his successful forecasts of events such as the stock market crash of 1929. These predictions, they argue, demonstrate Cayce's unique ability to foresee significant global events. Cayce's medical readings have also garnered substantial support. Many individuals claim to have benefited from his holistic health recommendations, which often included dietary changes, herbal treatments, and physical therapies. Some of these treatments have been validated by modern science, lending credibility to Cayce's insights. His approach to health, emphasizing the mind-body connection and the importance of natural remedies, resonates with contemporary, holistic, and integrative medicine practices. Additionally, supporters often emphasize the spiritual and philosophical aspects of Cayce's work. His teachings on reincarnation, the interconnectedness of all life, and the potential for spiritual growth have inspired many to explore these concepts further. Organizations such as the Association for Research and Enlightenment, ARE, continue to study and promote Cayce's readings, offering educational programs, publications, and research opportunities for those interested in his work. Critics of Edgar Cayce argue that his predictions are often vague and open to interpretation, making it easy to find correlations with real-world events after the fact. They contend that many of Cayce's successful predictions are either common-sense observations or based on information already available at the time. For example, predicting economic downturns or political upheavals can be seen as educated guesses rather than prophetic insights. One major point of criticism is Cayce's numerous failed predictions. His prophecy that Jesus would return to Earth by the year 2000 did not come true, nor did his predictions of catastrophic earthquakes in California or the discovery of a death ray. Skeptics argue that these unfulfilled predictions undermine Cayce's credibility and suggest that his successful forecasts may be coincidental. Furthermore, some critics question the methods used by Cayce during his trance states. They argue that his readings were influenced by his subconscious mind, personal beliefs, and the expectations of his clients. This perspective suggests that Cayce's predictions were more a product of his psychological state than a genuine connection to any supernatural or prophetic source. The debate over Edgar Cayce's legitimacy as a prophet is complex and multifaceted. While it is undeniable that some of his predictions have proven remarkably accurate, others have not. This mixed record makes it difficult to definitively categorize Cayce as either a true prophet or a charlatan. One possible explanation for the variability in Cayce's predictions is the inherent uncertainty and fluidity of the future. Some supporters argue that prophecy is not an exact science, and that free will and changing circumstances can influence the outcome of predicted events. From this perspective, the purpose of prophecy is not to provide precise predictions, but to offer guidance and insight that can help individuals and societies navigate the future. Another factor to consider is the context in which Cayce's predictions were made. His readings often addressed deeply personal and spiritual questions, and his advice was tailored to the specific needs and concerns of his clients. This individualized approach may explain why some of his predictions resonate more strongly with certain individuals and situations. Regardless of the controversy surrounding his predictions, Edgar Cayce's impact on the fields of mysticism, spirituality, and holistic health is significant. His work has inspired numerous books, documentaries, and research studies, and his teachings continue to attract new followers. The ARE remains an active organization, promoting Cayce's legacy and exploring the implications of his readings. Cayce's emphasis on the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit has had a lasting influence on holistic health practices. His advocacy for natural remedies and preventive health measures aligns with modern approaches to wellness, and his insights into the psychological and spiritual aspects of health continue to be relevant today. In the realm of spirituality, Cayce's teachings on reincarnation, the Akashic records, and the evolution of the soul have sparked interest and exploration. His vision of a future characterized by greater spiritual awareness and cooperation resonates with contemporary movements toward mindfulness, sustainability, and global interconnectedness. The support and criticism surrounding Edgar Cayce reflect the broader challenges of evaluating prophetic claims. While some view him as a genuine seer with remarkable insights, others see him as a figure whose predictions were a mix of accurate foresight and imaginative speculation. Regardless of one's perspective, Cayce's work has left an indelible mark on the fields of prophecy, mysticism, and holistic health. As we continue to explore his predictions and their implications, it is essential to approach them with an open mind, recognizing both the potential and the limitations of prophetic insight. Whether seen as a prophet, a healer, or a mystic, Edgar Cayce's legacy continues to inspire and challenge us to seek deeper understanding and connection with the mysteries of life. As we wrap up our exploration of Edgar Cayce's life and predictions, it's clear that his legacy continues to intrigue and inspire many. From his astonishingly accurate forecasts to his controversial and unfulfilled prophecies, Cayce remains a complex and enigmatic